Mars represents action, drive, energy, and how you handle conflict and desires. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is a slow, steady, and sensual earth sign. When Mars is in Taurus, its fiery nature becomes patient, determined, and persistent, leading to a more controlled and deliberate approach to action and passion. Slow but steady action. You don't rush into things, you take your time, plan carefully, and move at your own pace. While you may not act impulsively, once you commit to something, nothing can stop you. Powerful endurance. You have long-lasting energy and can work hard for extended periods. Unlike Mars in Aries, which burns out quickly, Mars in Taurus is like a slow-burning fire that never goes out. Strong focus on material success. Taurus is connected to money, security, and physical comfort, so your motivation is often tied to financial stability, luxury, and long-term rewards. Slow to anger, but unstoppable when provoked. You are patient and calm most of the time, but when pushed too far, your anger is explosive and unstoppable, like a bull that finally charges. However, it takes a lot to get you to that point. Sensual and passionate in love. Mars in Taurus is deeply sensual and enjoys physical pleasures, from food to touch to romance. You take your time in relationships and enjoy deep, long-lasting connections rather than fleeting attractions. Stubborn but persistent. Once you set your sights on something, you refuse to give up. While this makes you determined, it can also make you resistant to change. Prefers practical and physical action. You don't waste time on things that don't have real, tangible results. You prefer hands-on work, physical activity, and actions that lead to stability and growth. How it affects you personally. Mars in Taurus gives you strong endurance, patience, and a steady approach to life. You are driven by security, comfort, and long-term success rather than impulsive action. However, you may need to watch out for stubbornness and resistance to change. Retrograde. When Mars, the planet of action, drive, and conflict, is retrograde in Taurus, its energy is slowed down, turned inward, and sometimes blocked. Since Taurus is already a slow, steady, and persistent sign, Mars retrograde here makes action even more deliberate, cautious, and sometimes frustrating. Retrograde challenges to overcome. Procrastination. You may overthink instead of act. Stubbornness. Once you set your mind on something, it's hard to change course, even when necessary. Bottling up emotions. Avoiding conflict can lead to repressed anger and emotional explosions later. How to work with Mars retrograde in Taurus. Find steady, slow-moving projects where persistence is an asset. Practice expressing anger and frustration healthily before it builds up. Be patient with yourself. You don't have to move fast to succeed.